Cobra Kai is working on its 4th season and fans have been raving about the show. The series has made it a very ambitious attempt to bring back the Karate Kid series, but this hasn't gone without a few errors along the way. Some of these errors expose major plot holes, but others could be boiled down to simple editing mistakes that leave us with more questions than answers. Whatever the case may be, sit back and let's take a deep dive into the many mistakes of Cobra Kai. Before we get started, be sure to hit that like button and ring the notification bell for more videos.
Me in the face. No mercy.
Season 3, Episode 10. This episode sees Vanessa and Ali meeting for the first time at a bar. This was one of the most important episodes of the season as it saw some of Kreese's students unleashing a terrifying attack that may change the course of Cobra Kai history forever. All that aside, let's focus on the bar scene that sees Ali and Vanessa's first meetup. In one shot, you can see that Vanessa is hanging out and playing around with a straw in her martini glass. However, as soon as the camera angle changes, the straw from her glass disappears. Where could it have possibly gone? The studio may have shot the 2 angles on different days and just forgot to put the straw in the glass on the second day. Though this would be a pretty odd scene to split up into multiple days.
Have the man boys filled you in on the whole mortal enemy karate dojo battling for the soul of the valley thing?
Wait, you both have karate dojos?
Season 1, Episode 5. In this episode, Daniel works to finalize a deal that would completely undermine everything Johnny has been working toward with the Cobra Kai dojo. He's also struggling with some internal demons and is doing his best to regain the natural balance in his life. While this is going on, Johnny is working hard to continue bringing the Cobra Kai dojo to life. Though the most important scene in this episode sees Miguel putting his karate skills into practice for the first time. In this scene, Johnny and the rest of the kids show up at the Cobra Kai dojo. Miguel supposedly lands a kick on one of the kids and sends the kid flying. Though when we take a look at the replay, that isn't what happened at all. When you look at the playback on the phone, you can see that Miguel never even touched the kid. He kicked towards him and the kid just fell down without being hit. Season 2, Episode 10. This episode sees the kids on their first day of school back at West Valley High. Though the tensions between the 2 dojos are now hotter than ever, so it is safe to say that school will be a pretty scary place to be for most teens. Daniel and Johnny's relationship is also the worst it's ever been, but the scene we need to focus on involves Miguel when he's involved in a fight. In the middle of the fight, Miguel kicks down a railing and completely destroys it. However, when the camera pans back to him a few moments later, the railing is intact and perfectly normal. Not sure how the editors missed this one.
She doesn't love you, she loves me.
Season 2, Episode 10. This confusing scene also takes place in Episode 10. I'm sure most of us understand that Hollywood showrunners will usually hire dozens of extras to fill up some of the boring scenes in a show. This helps bring the episode to life and fills out the scenes a bit more. Though some of these extras can be reused in multiple scenes, and that's exactly what happened in this episode. When Sam and Troy meet each other at school, a young dark-skinned girl with glasses can be seen standing behind Sam. Though just a few seconds later, Robby runs past her and she is in a totally different part of the school. Either she has a twin or she has mastered the art of teleportation. Season 1, Episode 1. We've got to give these guys credit where it's due. Cobra Kai is clearly an amazing show, but it seems like it took the showrunners a while to iron things out. Some of the mistakes made in the show date all the way back to the pilot episode, Ace Degenerate. In Season 1, Episode 1, we're meeting Johnny for the first time in over 30 years. In one scene, his car gets hit, he runs up and starts banging on the windows of the woman who crashed into him. If you pay very close attention to the girl's car, her rear window is rolled up as she hits him. Though in the couple of seconds it takes him to bang on her window, her rear window is now rolled down.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Open the door! Open the...
Season 1, Episode 9. This episode is titled Different But the Same, and what a fitting title that is for such an odd mistake. So this episode follows Johnny and he tries to move forward in life, but he keeps getting dragged down by Daniel or his memories of Daniel's past. He confronts Daniel about what happened a while ago, showing up at his house to talk it over. When Johnny first sets out toward Daniel's house, it is nighttime. It's completely dark outside, yet when he arrives at Daniel's house, it's suddenly daytime. How far did Johnny walk? Did it seriously take him all night to get there? Season 3, Episode 10. This scene takes us back to the episode December 19. In this episode, Tori gets into a pretty serious brawl, but there are some mistakes in filming the brawl that is pretty obvious and distracting. As the fight is gearing up and she is just about to get started, her hair looks a bit messy. It's not too bad, but her hair could have been styled a bit better. However, when she shouts her infamous line, "No mercy," her hair looks the best it's ever been. It seems like the scenes were mostly shot out of order, and the intro to the fight was shot after the fight had already been filmed. This was a pretty minor mistake, but it was super distracting. Season 3, Episode 10. The editors must have really rushed this episode, but there are just so many mistakes to cover in Season 3, Episode 10. This error takes us once again to the bar. Ali is talking about Johnny and Daniel's old high school rivalry, and she is seen holding up her wine glass. However, in the very next shot, her wine glass has disappeared, much like the straw in Vanessa's glass earlier in the episode. Is it just me, or does this bar seem to be legitimately haunted? Where are all these items going? Season 2, Episode 10. Season finales are clearly not the editor's strong suit. This scene takes to the finale of Season 2. If you remember the school brawl, one of the teachers is body slammed to the ground. If you pay close attention to Hawk in this scene, you'll see that he flinches as the teacher is slammed. Though, as the camera switches to a wide-angle shot, Hawk is too busy kicking someone to even notice the teacher's pain. Season 3, Episode 6. The episode King Cobra gives us a glimpse into the past of John Kreese and how he became the hardened man he is today. We're shown a flashback of when Kreese was in Vietnam with some of his buddies, though this scene is horribly inaccurate. In the shot, they are all seen wearing modern military uniforms. However, Vietnam took place more than 50 years ago, and the uniforms were dramatically different back then. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and ring the notification bell for more videos.